What's up, the Comic Coalition here for another video for you guys today. And you know what? I don't know why, but I just kind of feel like doing things a little bit different. So right now you're tuning into episode 1 of the Comic Coalition show. The name of the show, of course, is probably going to change, but right now we'll just call it the Comic Coalition show. In these shows and in this episode, we will be toy hunting. We'll look at shoes, movies, you know, there'll be anything that has to do with pop culture and collectibles will be in these episodes. They're basically just going to be like my normal videos, except a little bit longer. I'm going to continue to pump out, you know, my quick toy hunts and quick Blu-ray hunts, but I wanted to start making episodes that are about 30 minutes long or longer, you know, but just longer little shows that consist of toy hunting and, you know, talking about movies with you guys and you know, new releases of collectibles, or whether it be pops, action figures, shoes, you know, maybe snack reviews, new drinks, you know, things like that. Basically what I'm saying is this show will consist of everything pop culture, everything that you guys and girls love, but it won't be confined to one certain thing. I won't just be doing toy hunts in these episodes. Sometimes I might go out and do a vlog somewhere else. Maybe I'll go to Disney World, amusement park. Who knows? The episodes will consist of everything. They will have toy hunting in every episode. I could basically guarantee that because that's just what I do. But don't be surprised if you see some Blu-ray hunts or some quick movie reviews or just in-depth conversations about how I feel about a certain show or movie, or if a certain sneaker drops and I go grab them. Don't be surprised if you see things like that in episodes as well. Like I said, I'm still going to be pumping out the quick little toy hunts and Blu-ray hunts and episode reviews and movie reviews and trailer reactions, but I wanted to put together, you know, a show for my viewers that's a little bit longer, because I like longer YouTube videos when it comes to someone who I enjoy watching on YouTube. I don't always want to watch quick 9 or 10 minute, you know, hunts and videos. I like to get more personal with them and, you know, hear what's on their mind, their thoughts about certain things, and just see longer videos, more content. Who doesn't like more content? And I've never been an episodic person when it comes to YouTube. I know a lot of toy hunters and different vloggers do episodes, and I think that it's about time. It's about time that I wanted to start doing something like that as well, just to switch it up a little bit. Usually when I drop a video, it might be like, for instance, NECA TMNT toy hunt, and there could be all types of different stuff in that video, like I'm trying to do in these videos, but it would just be centered around, you know, that toy hunt. I wanted to make these episodes a little bit of everything that I enjoy, you know, possibly. Maybe you might see me go out to eat foods. You guys know I'm a big foodie. I mean, just look at me. Obviously, I love to eat, but all types of different things. So this is just episode 1. We're going to go toy hunting in this episode, of course. A certain pair of shoes drops that I need to pick up, and I really want to grab. Probably going to unbox some toys and stuff, all types of different stuff, you know. So just go ahead and get your snacks ready, sit down. This is going to be a longer video than the videos I've been pumping out lately, you know. So attention span's going to have to stretch a little bit, but I think you guys and gals will enjoy this one. So join me, shall you? We're here at Walmart once again. I don't know when they're going to restock on Black Series figures. I'm not going to lie. This is pretty dope. I am a Starscream fan. I'm not big into Transformers, but every time it seems like I run across a Starscream, I want it. Bug busting Raph. Pretty cool. Let's see. Marvel Legends are looking kind of sad. Honestly, I feel like $29 isn't a bad price for this. You get a ring and you get 2 figures. I think $29 is a perfect price for this. Get some Masters of the Universe style wrestling figures and a Masters of the Universe style ring. 29 bucks. I think wrestling fans need that for Christmas. Oh, there it is. That's a fresh one. Fig smells.
Spit right here. Whoa.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but it seems as if like the area that I live in has been under attack by this crazy flock of birds for the past 2 days, who have just been going like crazy wild, like thousands and thousands and thousands of them squeaking and flying. Some of them bomb diving right into people's yards. I know like there's been a lot of tornadoes and bad weather down here, down just in the south of America, and I don't know, man. I don't know where these birds are coming from, but it's been kind of creepy. It's really reminding me of that old Alfred Hitchcock movie. But yeah, I'm gonna go check in a few more places, see if I can find anything else. Good, how you doing? Just looking around.
Just looking around.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it. So I picked up a couple of figs today. Really trying to get myself hyped up for episode 9. I think I'm gonna see it tomorrow. By the time you guys watch this video, I've already have seen episode 9, but wanted to grab some Star Wars toys, but wasn't really nothing there, you know? So I decided, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna try to get into the vintage line a little bit more. I did buy a few recently, so I decided to pick up Lando right here in gift card disguise. But what really, really influenced me to grab some vintage collection stuff is this Jabba set right here. Had to pick it up. Just the fact that it comes with 2 figures and this little diorama. I mean, I felt like it was the best bang for my buck, considering the fact that I love toy photography. And I just felt like this back wall here and stuff would just do good with some of my photos. And I think I might get more into the vintage Star Wars line. If you know me, you know I love my 3.75 inch Star Wars figs. That's where a lot of my toy collecting began when I was a kid. So I've been upset lately that they went away. The 5-point articulation, 3.75 figs went away. But I mean, we do still get the vintage collection. But I mean, I've never been a big collector of the vintage collection. I do collect Black Series, but I've never really gotten into the vintage collection. But I think I'm going to change that. They've been having some pretty cool releases ever since Jabba's Jabba's barge and stuff. I think they just had they've been having some pretty solid releases. I'm digging the vehicles and the playsets. The single carded figures not so much, but when it comes to stuff like this, I really dig it, and it's just a cool thing to have under your tree. So I picked it up. I'm gonna have a separate unboxing video for it coming soon, so watch out for that if it's not already up on the channel. Also, over at Think Geek, they had a little sale going on. Buy one get one free on all Christmas pops. There wasn't a huge selection, but Had to pick up the Christmas Winnie the Pooh. If you guys don't already know, Winnie the Pooh has actually been my nickname. Well, not Winnie the Pooh. Pooh has been my nickname my entire life, and it's always been my favorite Disney character. So, always happy when new Pooh merchandise comes out. So, I had to pick up Winnie the Pooh, and of course, Pooh couldn't just be by himself. Pooh needs a friend. Pooh needs a companion. A piglet companion. Those of you may also know that not only is my nickname Pooh, I named my pit bull Piglet. So I too have my own piglet sidekick. So my Pooh Pop needed its own piglet sidekick as well. So yeah, buy one, get one free on Christmas Pop. So you can't go wrong with a buy Winnie the Pooh, get a piglet free. I mean, come on. I thought that was a great deal. So yeah, pick those up. Probably the only 2 Christmas Pops I picked up this year. I usually pick up more Christmas Pops. I need to go pick up some more Christmas Pops right now, really. Now that I think about it, I didn't get the Pops from like the Santa Claus and stuff like that, so definitely need to look into that as well. Okay, I just got done watching this Rise of Skywalker. First impressions, walking straight out of the theater, I found the movie somewhat enjoyable. Definitely not perfect. I definitely have some complaints, but I don't think I have as many complaints as others. I saw that there was a lot of fan service in the movie, but I didn't think it was a problem like some other people thought. Honestly, the Rise of Skywalker is to The Last Jedi what The Last Jedi was to The Force Awakens. Felt like both movies were just a slap to the face to the other movie, whereas The Last Jedi basically took everything that the Force Awakens set up and just bought it up like a piece of trash. That's what The Rise of Skywalker did to The Last Jedi. Which I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but so much of this movie is just having to correct the problems that were in The Last Jedi, which I felt like there was way too much to cram into one film. But like I said, overall I felt like it was enjoyable, pretty good, forgettable though as well. Definitely not my favorite Star Wars movie. I wouldn't say it's better than The Force Awakens. I will say it's better than The Last Jedi. And I need to see it a few more times to digest it and get a better understanding of the whole entire film. But like I said, overall, it was pretty good, but nothing special. I have the Great Saiyaman on sale over here. Luckily, I already have him though. I'm kind of like on the fence about this C-3PO. I did pick up Kylo Ren. Real quick, 5 seconds. Rise of Skywalker spoiler-free review. Did you like the movie?
Yes, the movie was very. It took some unexpected turns, but I suggest everyone to give it a shot. Because you'll be impressed by what you see.
Yeah. Regardless of what you hear, everybody should give it a shot because you never know. Everybody has different feelings and opinions about movies.
Forever?
Oh, I thought you were going for the other one.
Oh man, this is the most interesting picture ever
Of a Prince you've ever seen?
Yeah.
That's the most interesting Prince I've seen in forever. Prince Forever, the album.
Yeah. Well, it has 1999 on it. I think that was on the album 1999.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
Dang, how many sides? This is like a double album?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's like 4 sides.
It's a lot more songs than I was expecting when you picked it up.
A lot of his good stuff, Little Red Corvette, that's one of my favorites. Is the beautiful ones on here? Let me see. We got
Don't think it made the cut onto this one.
what? The beautiful ones isn't on here?
It's not.
Well, it's not worth getting.
That's your favorite Prince song or something?
Yes. Well, that and I Would Die For You, and that's not on there either, so what's the point?
Yeah, maybe you should.
Well,
What's on this other Prince album right here?
okay. Sex Shooter, Jungle Love, Manic Monday, Noon Rendezvous, Makeup, 100 MPH, You're My Love, Holly Rock.
I just saw the price tag.
Oh my god.
Jeez. And it comes with a CD as well. That defeats the purpose of me buying an album if you're going to give me a CD, guys.
I've heard all those songs on YouTube 20 years ago.
I like the artwork. It's pretty
interesting
and evil-ish.
Yeah, it's kind of hitting on like some type of sacred ritual type shit.
Yeah, it actually looks like he's some type of demon king, and he's got all these kids under his will, and they look like they're drinking lean, smoking joints, and snorting powder, and popping pills.
Yeah, some type of pill is on the tongue.
So yeah, this is pretty weird.
And their eyes are kind of googly, and they're like
Illuminati.
dumbfounded.
Isn't this everything J. Cole is supposed to stand against? So he puts it in his album cover, and
apparently he's standing out about it by just speaking about it in this.
He's a walking, rapping, talking contradiction of himself.
Yeah. I am not talking about everything that I put directly, blatantly on my album cover.
Yes, kids, do not do these drugs.
Do not do these drugs that I'm
I will put kids on my album cover doing these drugs.
I want to show you what I'm not wanting you to do.
Please, whatever you do not put the pills on your tongue like this, or snort lines like this right here on my album cover. You don't even got to listen to the music. Just look at the album cover.
This needle right here at this particular thing. But if you don't
trust me, I am a super woke rapper, and I would never do anything like that to you guys. Wow. The Cruiser Deluxe.
Tarantino soundtrack?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Tarantino is probably the greatest director of all time. And he has a great soundtrack utilization in all his movies and films.
Sure. I actually just got that on Blu-ray and watched it again. Solid movie. It's not about anything. The plot is really like, there's not really an actual plot, but once you can get past that and you can just like enjoy the movie for what it is, and for the acting, and for the dynamic between Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, then it's a good movie.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
My girl was like bored with it within the first 30 minutes because it just like wasn't going anywhere.
It was like a road trip without the keys.
Yeah, you know what? That's perfect. Once again, a road trip without the keys.
I think I just put it in.
I ain't gonna lie. This Bret Hart's looking kind of dope.
Yeah, that's Bret.
Yeah.
That's on point right there.
That's dope. All the other ones are bums, but except now. Yeah, I don't think so either. So this Target has the goods.
Ooh.
They got the NECA elf. Look at this.
Gremlin, man.
He's looking at like, what the hell? Yeah, Gizmo. Can't go wrong with Home Alone though. What about these?
Whoa.
Christmas gremlins?
This is dope.
What, the little Gizmy?
Yeah.
What do we have down here? Turtle Power. Bunch of Leonardo Donatello sets over here.
So you got these toys, you bought these playthings, and you're going to use them, you're going to utilize them.
Now yes, DJ Brad, I am going to utilize these toys called action figures that are used to play with.
So you're gonna have some fun. You're gonna enjoy this. You're gonna, you know, have a good time. So, tell me more about that.
Well, I'm gonna have a good time. You know, have some fun. Gonna enjoy myself. Gonna open these figures up. You know, unbox some action figures. Open up the packaging. Hopefully, look at them. Hopefully, they smell nice. Hopefully, they play nice. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
much all that.
Yeah. Okay. We enjoyed it. Comic Coalition
Well,
2912.
I saw the Rise of Skywalker, and just to let you know, there will be spoilers ahead. Usually I do my reviews where like I watch the movie, come out and give you my immediate thoughts on the movie, and there's my review. Or on a TV show, same way. But I had to sleep on this one, y'all. I had to sleep on this one, and I'm still torn about how I feel about the movie. So I can tell you right now, this review will take place over multiple takes, over multiple periods in a day, simply because my thoughts on it are so scattered around. You know what I mean? So scattered around. Right off the bat, I don't know even if I like this movie or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know yet. There's a lot of things that I felt like were good about this movie, but there's a lot of things that were bad about this movie as well. It's not even that I could say it was all that bad. It's just, if this is the conclusion, you know, this is how you wrap things up. This is the end of the Skywalker saga. It kind of makes me feel like we didn't need this new trilogy at all. You know, it didn't feel organic in a way. Whereas, you know, the first 3 Star Wars films felt organic. They felt like an organic story. Even the prequels felt organic. Like, hey, we have a story to tell. We're gonna tell you the story whether you like it or not. Yeah, we'll make some money and stuff, but this is the story George wants to tell, you know? This just felt like one, at the end of the day, which I know everything's for money. So calling things money grabs, everything's a money grab. You know what I mean? Everything you see, read, and that stuff is a money grab, okay? But this right here is a definition. I feel like this trilogy is almost a definition of a money grab, because after the conclusion, it just left me feeling like, why did we need this? Not in a bad way. I'm glad we got it. You know? If I had the choice to say, do I want this new trilogy or not, after seeing all 3 films, I'm glad we got the trilogy. There's a lot of things I love about the trilogy, but I'm just not sure why it even happened. You know what I mean? After watching a trilogy of films, you should know why it happened. You shouldn't feel that way. You should feel like some organic films are being made. This almost felt like a fan film. It didn't feel organic, y'all. It felt like just, I'm sorry to say, but it felt like what Martin Scorsese was talking about when he started talking about Endgame and different superhero movies and stuff like that. Whereas this movie felt like a ride at Disneyland. A lot of cool effects, a lot of action, a lot of cool things happening, but the dialogue was so weak. I don't think there's a single memorable line from this movie, and that's one thing I like about Star Wars, is that there's always been deeper philosophical messages and quotes and just powerful things being said in the movie. I can't remember a single line from this movie, really, and I can tell you the dialect is like, you or me could sit down and write most of the stuff in this movie, as far as like the interactions between the characters. There's little to no solid dialect in this movie. It's just the lines everyone were given were weak sauce, like no deep inner meanings and sayings. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It just felt like hollow. Like, here's some cool stuff happening, here's some cool stuff happening, here's this happening, here's that happening. Never mind the fact that none of our characters get to chill on screen for a second and actually talk and say anything meaningful at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one of my gripes with the film. Whereas some movies feel like, hey, we wrote this movie, we made this movie, this is our project, this is our art, we like this project, we put time and effort into this, and then hopefully it makes money. This was like, hey, we gotta make money, and then we'll sit down and write something. You know what I mean? Whereas most scripts I feel like most things that go on in Hollywood, you know, a lot of it are passionate directors and passionate movie makers and writers, and they sit down and write something and then worry about making money later. This, where I was like, all right, money, we got to make money, and then hey, we'll put one out there so we can make some money. Basically, that's all this was. I didn't feel like there was any passion behind it. Whereas The Force Awakens, I felt the passion, I felt the love. Maybe it was just because we were just coming back to Star Wars, but I felt like The Force Awakens is the best movie in this trilogy. That being said, I mean, like I said when I first got out of the theater, my initial thoughts, The Last Jedi was a complete slap in the face of The Force Awakens. Took everything that The Force Awakens set up, shitted on it, wiped its ass with it, threw it out the window, threw it in the toilet. That's what this is to The Last Jedi. Hey, we know The Last Jedi shitted on Force Awakens, but guess what? We're gonna shit on The Last Jedi. We're gonna take everything said in The Last Jedi, we're gonna wipe our ass with it and throw it in the toilet. That's basically what this movie is. And that's basically what The Last Jedi was. And it's almost like, does Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams have something against each other? Because they're clearly shitting on each other's film every chance they get in each movie. Whereas The Last Jedi, I felt like it was going out of its way at times. Like, for no reason going out of its way just to be like, hey, did you like that in The Force Awakens? Did you think that was a cool setup? Did you like the mystery behind this? Well, guess what? All that shit doesn't matter. Fuck The Force Awakens. That's how I felt this movie was. It was like, hey, did you watch The Last Jedi? Remember how he ruined Force Awakens and set all these things up and basically ended all these theories and stuff? Well, guess what? Fuck The Last Jedi. That's basically what this movie is. When we go watch this trilogy, we'll watch The Force Awakens, which I think was a good first entry into a trilogy, and then we will see two directors battle it out over who can squash what happened in the other movie first. I gotta admit, I haven't been hopping on as many shoe releases as I usually do, but I had to pick these up. I wear red and black a lot, so it's definitely probably one of my favorite color schemes. And I gotta say, out of all the shoe releases I've been to in the past couple years, this one by far had to be the craziest. Not crazy with like sneakerheads, you know, but just the general public was going crazy over these. But I definitely wanted to pick a pair up for myself. Never got to own a pair before, but yeah. They're really clean, really nice looking. I haven't worn them yet. But it's definitely a dope shoe. Will I ever wear them? Yes. They're black and red, so I will wear these. A lot of the shoes that I buy never hit my feet, never wear them. I'll wear out a pair of shoes for months and months, and while still having, you know, all these pairs of shoes just sitting at home, never before worn. I don't know, I'm just weird like that, but these are definitely going to get worn real soon.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's a good collection, as you can see. They actually look better on the
So I finally got the chance to check out the new Rambo movie, Last Blood. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. How did you guys feel about it? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Comment right now if you have seen this movie, and let me know what you think about it before I even let you know what I think about it. Because it was okay. I'm a big Rambo fan. Grew up watching Rambo, all the Sylvester Stallone movies. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I'd rather it just not be a Rambo movie. It wasn't epic enough for me to be a Rambo movie. It was kind of like Rambo Home Alone, I guess, but there was just a lot of stuff in there that I wasn't connecting with. I never connected with his daughter character, even though it wasn't his daughter, but you know, like his adoptive daughter. I never connected with any of that, to be honest. It was okay. It was entertaining at times, but I was expecting better. I hope it's not the last Rambo film. I actually hope he comes back and does one more that's just a little more epic than this. But like I said, not a bad movie. You want to sit down and watch an action movie, of course you can't go wrong with a Sylvester Stallone movie, but it's not as good as I thought it would be or I wanted it to be. And it was just, I don't know. This didn't really do it for me. You know, I think in a day and age where we have movies like John Wick and things like that, when you watch something like this, your expectations are maybe a little different than what they should be. But the last Rambo film, was pretty good. Definitely not my favorite Rambo film, but I thought it was better than this one at least. But check it out if you haven't already. It's a fun watch. I now present to you toy photography on a budget. Yeah, this Walgreens is pretty barren. We hear Shaka, you haven't seen him on the channel in a while, and he's telling you to say no to cold sores.
Yeah, man, for real. Shit's gross.
If you see a woman with a cold sore, what do you do?
Fucking you catch out, bro. Get the fuck out of there immediately. Pronto.
And this is the message from Shaka. Bro, they got Tamagotchis over here. You remember Tamagotchis?
Yeah.
Come on.
They always die, dude. Who can forget Tamagotchi, man?
I had Bugs Bunny.
I had a Bugs Bunny one and a Pikachu.
All they ever did was shit and eat carrots. I was like, what's the point of this fucking game?
Yeah. I made my shit starve to death.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to all Tamagotchis.
I think that was the earliest signs that we weren't going to be good parents, is when we got Tamagotchis.
Yeah, please, Peter, don't fucking destroy us for the neglection of our Tamagotchis. I was a little asshole.
Yeah. My Bugs Bunny was a fucking douchebag and didn't act nothing like Bugs Bunny off the cartoon. He was a needy little prick.
Tamagotchis. You know, they did things and those things got done. Tamagotchis.
That's the slogan.
You were a father and you're very
Alright, realize this. These are reading socks, so can you read without them? They have the s.h.figuarts Harry Potter figures over here, 50% off. I was looking to see if they have a Snape, but they don't. They have Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Have you ever felt so overly surrounded by overpriced Blu-rays in your life? These Blu-rays are like $57.
Like this lady who's pushing like 400.
Hey, look at our vast DVD selection on our state-of-the-art TV. This shit hasn't been turned on since I was 12. Hey, we have all of your favorite Star Wars movies on DVD for only $30 a piece. Yeah.
That's really reasonable.
Yeah. I said, can you name a better Ace Ventura movie than the Pet Detective movie than Ace Ventura or Ace Ventura 2?
Pet Detective was the trip to Africa.
Yeah, the second one's when he goes to Africa. What I'm asking you is, can you name a better Jim Carrey movie?
Oh, a better Jim Carrey?
I'll keep saying Ace Ventura.
I believe that's the best one there is.
I think that's the best Jim Carrey movie possibly. What's better than Ace Ventura?
I mean, I fucking love The Mask.
Oh, okay.
The Mask is a masterpiece.
Okay. Now I'm not gonna argue with The Mask, bro.
The Mask is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
But that second one,
I can't argue. So basically, we have Ace Ventura, Ace Ventura 2, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber as top Jim Carrey movies ever. What about Mr. Popper's Penguins? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, that was a good film.
I kind of liked it, and I remember reading the book when I was growing up.
I like Mr.
Oh, bro, hey. It's just after Christmas, and we forgot the Grinch, bro.
I fucking love the Grinch.
The Grinch was an epic fucking Jim Carrey role.
Ever was.
That was an epic Jim Carrey role, bro.
That was a legendary fucking Grinch.
And people like kids these days will not understand how raw it felt to grow up watching the Grinch on cartoon, like it's a cartoon, and then seeing it brought to life, and they actually like cared.
It epic as fuck.
It wasn't CGI Grinch. It was fucking makeup, and it looked amazing.
Baby Grinch get dropped.
Yeah. Baby Grinch, before Baby Yoda, before Baby Groot, there was Baby Grinch. Little Baby Grinch, cuz. That, yeah, I can't. We slept on the Grinch. The Grinch has to be up there. Is that top tier? I think that was one of the best, like, as far as set pieces go and like makeup design and stuff, probably one of the best movies.
Yeah, he killed that shit.
Yeah, so that was, I like the Grinch. Grinch, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Ace Ventura 2. Which Ace Ventura do y'all like better?
I like Pet Detective better.
I think I can acknowledge that the first one's the better film, but the second one I think I watched more at a point.
Yeah, I think it's like breaking in because I watched it so fucking much. It's just kind of like.
And come on, seeing him come out of the rhino when the rhino gave, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the second one. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life at the time. At the time, I laughed so hard. It was, and the family that was there, like, what the fun? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something about the second Ace Ventura in me fits like a glove.
Really? Alright, so we have Jim Carrey as a Riddler as one of his best roles too.
Yeah, yeah.
If you've ever seen, like, I think it was the number 23.
I've seen that.
But number 23, as far as a dramatic Jim Carrey role goes, it was a good movie. People sleep on number 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch it again, but I remember he was going crazy with the numerology.
Yeah, and it was just like Jim Carrey plays crazy very well.
Yeah, that shit was epic.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to see him as like Dr. Robotnik in this new Sonic movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And they changed Sonic to make Sonic look good now, so I'm actually gonna go see the movie.
Sonic, bro. I fucking love Sonic. Sonic and Mario.
Yeah, I like Sonics. I'm about to say the Lion King doesn't belong here. And this is what I'm talking about. When you come to the store and see stuff like this, that's dope. Man, sweethearts. Where at? What is that? Ranger, but he's all messed up. Interrupt this regularly scheduled program for a random mystery mini unboxing. And we get Rabbit. He actually matches your clothes right now. So now we're about to bring episode 1 to an end. We grabbed a lot of cool stuff along this video. I didn't show you everything that I picked up, but I did pick up some NECA TMNT, picked up a bunch of random pops, mystery minis, some Star Wars toys, s.h.figuarts, the Bandai movie realization Kylo Ren. But I wanted to show you a couple things that I picked up off camera and maybe didn't see in the video. Finally got me an s.h.figuarts Yamcha. Box is kind of messed up, but I mean, I had to have him. I've been meaning to add him to the collection. Of course, right when you put in mind, like, hey, I'm finally gonna add this guy to the collection, no one has them. Tracked him down at my local comic book shop. Decided to pick him up, but the box is messed up, which kind of makes me sad. But I also got this guy, this Vegeta statue, And I think we just get right into it. See what it's like. I don't think this can classify as a fig sniff because it's not necessarily a figure. It's a statue. Whoa. It's a little bit bigger than expected. Let's see.
Jeez.
Definitely bigger than I expected. What?
It's
I don't
heavy.
know why that reminded me of the Christmas story when he got those lamps. Yeah, these things are pretty well made. This is my first one. They had a Goku there as well, but we all know how I feel about Vegeta. Alright, let's see. And there you have it, folks. Nice little Vegeta statue. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all forms of social media. I'm talking Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, join the Facebook group, all that stuff. Links will be all over the place. And as always, you have a good day, YouTube.